You'll never be free until you control yourself. They will give you everything you think you want, so you never become what you truly need to be. Freedom is not gifted to the comfortable. Look around you. Everyone is chasing relief, not peace, not discipline, not purpose, just something softer, something that numbs. Another hit of distraction, another temporary high to forget the slow, aching emptiness inside. You think you're free because you can scroll endlessly, say what you want, do what you please. But pleasure is a leash disguised as liberty. And most people, they're smiling in their own chains. You're not tired from working too hard. You're tired from fighting yourself every day. Tired of being pulled in 100 directions by every little craving, every fear, every lie your comfort whispers to you. Control. That's what you lack, and without it, you will never have peace. You will never have freedom. This world doesn't punish the weak, it feeds them, but only long enough to keep them quiet, to keep them docile. Your pleasures are your prison. Your indulgence is your cell. Look closer. The dopamine hits, the lazy thoughts, the hours lost in digital escape, none of it brings you closer to the man you know you could be. None of it will ever give you back what it took. Your time, your focus, your mind. Self-control isn't a punishment, it's a revolt against the part of you that wants ease instead of growth. It's a rebellion against the world that tells you, follow your feelings, knowing damn well your feelings are conditioned by everything that weakens you. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." You want freedom? Then bleed for it, in silence, in stillness, in the invisible wars no one will ever clap for. Control your tongue when you want to explode. Control your fingers when you want to text her again. Control your appetite when the urge comes in waves. Control your mind when it starts spinning tales of fear, lust, regret, and fantasy. Every act of self-control is a piece of your freedom being rebuilt. Modern life teaches you to indulge, react, complain, compare. But the Stoics knew, peace begins the moment you stop being a slave to what you feel in the moment. Seneca once wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. You have not run out of time. You've just handed it over to people and things that do not deserve it, and then you wonder why you feel so powerless. You're exhausted because you've built your life around desires that hollow you out. You think ambition will save you, but ambition without control is just obsession. A beautiful-looking disease, one that devours your sleep, your patience, your joy, and still leaves you starving. You think love will fix you, but love without control turns into neediness, into fantasy, into desperation. You confuse attachment with depth, obsession with intimacy, and it destroys you quietly, even your pain. You don't control it. You let it write your story. You let it become your identity. But a man who has mastered himself, he can feel it all without becoming it. He is not a machine. He is not numb, but he is not a slave either. Zeno, the founder of Stoicism, taught that happiness is a good flow of life, not excitement, not ecstasy, flow, harmony, alignment with nature, with virtue, with reason. But you can't flow if you're chained to every high and low. You can't align with anything if your mind is pulled by every notification, every craving, every memory that haunts you. You have to kill the part of you that needs to be constantly entertained. Silence must become your ally. Restraint must become your power. You have to become the one in the room who doesn't need to prove anything, doesn't need to chase anything, doesn't need to numb anything. That's freedom. And no one can give it to you. No one can take it from you. It's built in the dark, in the small repeated choices to rise above what's easy. Control yourself, or be controlled. There's no middle. You either direct your mind or your mind directs you. You either master your emotions or you are tossed around like a leaf in a storm. You either take ownership of your suffering or it will define you. The people who run from pain only find more of it. The ones who face it, they become forged. Stop calling yourself weak. That's not humility. That's surrender. You are not weak. You are undisciplined. And that is something you can change. The world will reward your addictions. It will validate your distractions. It will tell you it's normal to be anxious, lost, overwhelmed, overstimulated, and empty. Because the world profits off your chaos. But freedom is not normal. Mastery is not normal. Peace is not normal. You don't find them by accident. You become them by choice. You have to become the one who sits with discomfort until it no longer dictates your next move. The one who starves his impulses until they obey. The one who builds a fortress inside so that no storm outside can touch him. You won't always be calm. You won't always win. You'll fall, relapse, break. But every time you say no when your body says yes, every time you breathe when your mind screams, every time you choose silence when your ego begs to speak, you reclaim a piece of yourself. You don't need to feel like doing the right thing to do it. The Stoics did not wait to be motivated. They trained like warriors of the soul. Control is a practice, a daily decision, a quiet war against the softness that has seduced this generation into weakness. You will not find peace at the end of pleasure. You will not find joy at the end of escape. You will find it where you didn't want to look, in the moment you resist, in the moment you delay, in the moment you rise above. This is not about being perfect. This is about being in command. Your freedom is waiting, but only if you're willing to take the harder road. Only if you can say, I am not my urges. I am not my fears. I am not what they taught me to crave. I am what I choose. Every moment, every breath, every battle I win inside. You'll never be free until you control yourself. And the longer you wait, the tighter the chains grow. So start now, not tomorrow, now. They won't notice the battles you fight in silence. They won't understand the power it takes to say no, again and again. But you will know. You'll feel it when the cravings lose their grip, when your mind grows still despite the chaos, when you stand unmoved by what once controlled you. That quiet strength, that calm mastery is freedom. It's not given. It's earned in the darkness no one sees. So let them chase comfort and distraction. You're walking a different road now, harder, lonelier, and real. And on this road you will find what they never will: true freedom.